Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, I don't know. I'm not supposed to do a reading for you today. Who knows? Maybe you won't see this. It doesn't feel like I'm not supposed to. Maybe, like, I don't know, because coming into your energy, it just feels like this is not right. Oh, and then that's not right. Oh, wait a second. I got to do this now. I don't know. It kind of feels like that could be your energy. I think I burnt myself on my candle. So I sat down to do your reading and it didn't feel right. Like the energy felt a little bit unusual. Didn't feel flowing. So, and I have stepped out since I did the Capricorn reading. I went to a little grocery store and got some little food items for myself. Came back and I thought, I need to cleanse the energy. So I got out my Palo Santo. Oh boy, it went like nuts. It went crazy. And I've never had so much smoke come off of my Palo Santo stick before. I had to get up and open the door behind the camera because I was sure the smoke alarms were going to go off. And then reaching over, then I burnt myself. I'm like, oh, that didn't. So that was actually, so that was the first take where it didn't feel right for the energy wasn't flowing. And then the second take, there was just too much Palo Santo and I had to open the door and then I got noisy and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I burnt myself. I don't think I really did. It was kind of hot anyways. So it's such an unusual thing. It's like sit down to do Aquarius's reading. Bing, bang, boom. Just like that. But it's just not happening today. So I don't know if you're just kind of going through a spell like that. Because everything was fine for me today until I came up here to do this. And it's just the funniest. And it's not like horribly upsetting. It just kind of throws a little wrench into the works there. Like, oh, shoot. No, that's not going to work. So we're gonna start right now. The Palo Santo is out. I just have a candle burning, so hopefully we're good. I don't need to open the door because it was really getting loud. There was some kids going outside to play and they're kicking a soccer ball against the fence, going bang, bang. Oh, it's not not the right energy. All right, so did I tell you what? Because I feel like I've already been through this with you. So we're gonna use this deck. This is the archetype deck to find out what your blind spot is, what you don't see coming. And I'm going into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck to find out how that makes you feel. And I'm going to the Tarot to dig really deep into all of this. As well, if this reading resonates with you, there is an extended if you are drawn to it. The link is at the top of the description of this video. So let's get started, Aquarius. That's the other thing. Your card's been so eager to jump out, and that has not changed. I at least feel that the energy of the reading is a little more stabilized. You have the Bully card. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. This is actually a lot of self-empowerment, this card for me. And I feel like it's also having a really broad and extensive understanding of oneself, because we all have different types of self-defense mechanisms. And I think if we're all fairly healthy adults, bully is a strong word, but highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So it's kind of like seeing how you defend yourself here. And maybe this helps you confront the inner fears that are bullying you. Oh, actually, it's even things that trigger you. So there could be something that triggers you, but it gives you a realization about your own fears. Oh, this is intriguing. What's at the bottom? Artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Huh. This is very Aquarian energy at the bottom. Very much so. For me, I feel like it is. Okay, because the one thing with Aquarius too is Aquarius has a very broad sense of humanitarian. Like looking at everything globally, looking at the whole community. And then though there can be times where you have the one individual that you just can't deal with that person because like they just don't get it. They're just not in the flow. Where I do find like Aquarius can get along with the group, but there can be times where there's the one individual that is just triggering you or bothering you. And you're like, the hell with them. Let them go to hell. Like it just kind of feels a bit like that energy. You can be a broad leader, but on an individual basis, you can become quite strong. This is sort of meant to help you develop and understand your inner fears. So how does this, okay, so how does this make you feel? That's going to be the really interesting question here. How does this blind spot make you feel? It's almost as if, with your underline, that you are in the process of expressing this deeper dimension of life and taking people beyond their five senses, inspiring others to see things symbolically. Like you have a bigger picture here. You have a broader, more expansive idea of how things could be. And then there's a real jerk in the group saying, you know what? I don't like your hair. It's like, really? That's what you bring? Like, I kind of feel like that. That's what I'm getting from that. And so, and then you're just like, you know what? You're just out, go, leave. You have security, take them out. So how does this make you feel? Because that's going to be the real key here. Oh, God, really? Like, you know what? It's hopeful. It gives you hope. But this is like, you know how it makes you feel? Whatever this is going to be, and I need to investigate it much more deeply with the tarot, but it's going to make you feel like, you know, the darkness sometimes just feels like it's so much bigger than this beautiful little light that you have to share. That's how it's going to make you feel. Wow, what the hell? With a stingray. Oh, this is meant to really raise you up. I feel like this could be like an individual instance that occurs. I might be wrong, but so part of the, okay, so the underline here is the stingray and the crow, and then it's in reverse. So this is really about building up your backbone, your inner strength, your confidence. And then this, though, this is already having it on a level. Like the crow is playing, to me, this is the third eye of the crow, but the crow doesn't even keep it in the mind. Like it's that expansive, creative, beyond the five senses energy that you have. But there's something else here to develop, and it's triggered by more of an individual connection, really, with a connection. Could be, you know, you can connect with people. You can say hi to someone at the gas station, or you could have a, you know, however that connection is for you. But it feels new. Like it feels like something that you haven't gone to yet. And I mean, we are asking for a blind spot because this is not quite the energy of the hummingbird. The hummingbird in this deck, you know, they flap their wings so fast. They have such a high metabolism. They are high, fast vibrational energy. Darkness doesn't even have a chance around there. Where the firefly, if you imagine a firefly at a campfire just out in the woods or anywhere at night in your backyard, and there's the light. It's gone. You don't even see it. Go, like the darkness enveloped it, right? Oh, there it is. It's gone. So it is almost like that just initial light that first comes into the darkness. Oh, you do act as the initial light that first comes into some sort of darkness here. But it's not easy for you either, and obviously wouldn't be. But it's meant to highlight your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So there's obviously some sort of inner fear, sort of perhaps even this darkness. But no, it seems beyond that, because you feel beyond that. Let's see what this is. Let's go right into the tarot. I don't know why I keep putting the cards there. I do it, so I'm going to keep question myself on it. So I'm going to pull out 3 cards for this bully, for this blind spot. Now, this shadow attribute is really interesting. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So some of you, depending on where that level sits, maybe some of you in past relationships or as children have suffered, God, you know, I hope not, but it does happen, some sort of physical abuse or even verbal abuse. You know, it's really funny that I say that, and just saying as a child, like it could be something as big and influential in your life as a parent or some sort of authority figure that could have made you feel really small, or whatever the positive attributes that you have of you, they may not be considered typical positive attributes by the society or by whoever was making some sort of judgment on you, because you are a very forward thinking and functioning energy and intellect compared to what's kind of already here on earth. So that is definitely something that could have come up in the past for you. Or it could be even like really small things. It's funny, like it's something that I've been thinking about in the last little while. And I've gotten this new thing where I do things with my hair and I fling it, and I never used to do that. And I was thinking about that. I thought, because I always had this deep feeling inside of me, I thought it's almost like I'm showing off, but I'm not. I'm just having fun with my hair. Because I remember when I was in, I think it was junior kindergarten, there was a boy, his name was Jamie, and he was mean. He was mean, and he used to always make fun of me. And I remember I was telling him something, he was doing something wasn't right, and you can imagine bossy little Cindy. You shouldn't do that, Jamie, it's not right. I did one of those, and then he always made fun of that. So, oh, Cindy, I was, and then I never did it again because it really bothered me. But now I do it, so I don't care. So it can be like that simple, like something. But maybe it's not your hair, because that seems really superficial. This could be something deeper. But this, I think this card, it is important to look at both the light and the shadow in it, because I don't feel like we're getting the whole story with just the light. So the shadow attribute is affected by the light. Like these are both, like, it's like the infinity symbol. I think like these both come together. So it is confronting something, or something confronts you that kind of triggers this or makes you think about it. But it's to allow you to move past it so that you can continue with the broader work that you're doing. Yeah. We'll still pull out tarot cards. Oh my God. Wow, what is this? Okay, you have the moon. Right away, I just heard fears, right? I mean, I believe that word is in here. Is it in here? Yes, it helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. The devil. Like what's in your head, right? But trying to figure out what is in my head. Why do I react that way? And the Seven of Swords. Why don't you just take my stuff and go away? Don't tell me like that, Jimmy. I don't like it when you talk to me. I think the little kid inside of you saying like, why? Why do I react this way? Or why does that happen? And sometimes you have to just go into a reflection and try to think about it. But then look beyond it and think, well, nobody's ever made fun of me doing that with my hair except Jamie. So, wow, guys. Like this is like a deep-seated fear inside you that you've been running away from with the Seven of Swords. Feeling controlled? Because you're so broad and expansive, Aquarius. But it's almost like you can have this broad, expansive, like, I don't know, bring it into the schoolyard again, because it feels like it is talking about conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So it's something from your past. And it's, so, okay, so just in a schoolyard, like you could be with a group of friends and you could, like, nobody can decide what game to play. You can need to say, okay, guys, we're going to play whatever game kids play nowadays. I don't know. And then so everyone, you figure out the game and it starts going, like you can organize a group like that. But then maybe there's one person in the group that comes up to you, you know, when everyone's dispersed and started playing the game and says, you know what, you have such stupid ideas. I don't like your ideas. I don't want to play your game anymore. I don't like, it just feels like that. I'm really getting that from these cards where it just, like, it just triggers you. Like, well, the group liked it. What's wrong with you? Why don't you like? And then it almost sits in there like a little seed. It's just like these two cards coming out, asking that question. It literally, like, it sits in there like a little seed and it gnaws away at you. And then it makes you second guess when it's really, if you think about it, it's so silly. Because if there was like 20 people that were involved in this group and they all thought, this is awesome, now we're going to have fun. Yay, Aquarius got us going. So, and then you're going to go and play. But then there's, you know, person number 19 or whoever they were. I don't like your games. I don't like the way you do it. But don't let this seed come at you. Is this seed going to come at you again somehow? but it's so that you can finally move beyond it. And maybe it's not a person that triggers it. I was walking Lily when I thought about the thing with my hair. I was like, yeah, that was when Jamie used, I still remember it. Like, there's very few things that yeah, but I thought, geez, I still remember that. Why do I remember that? Maybe that's a reason to look back on small childhood traumas. Like, well, maybe there's a reason. I still remember that instance. I'm thinking about these things. Because I'm thinking about in daycare, there was Adam, and he was really cute, and he was really nice. But we went into the bathroom together and got in trouble. But then that was the first time that I realized that he had different parts than me. It's like, but see, I remember that, but I also, see, like, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to bring out my life here. Maybe this is healing for me too, doing your reading. But yeah, we got in trouble. But I was just curious. I thought it was fascinating. Like, guys, did you see what Adam's got? I don't have that. Like, it was really intriguing as a young, like, little kid. Like, wow, I didn't know that. How come nobody talked about that? But, you know, like, maybe 3 or 4 years old, whatever that was. But I still remember that. But it's all coming into this in terms of, if there's a deep-seated fear, I think that's sort of part of the investigative process for you, is to think about things from your past. And there might be certain memories that you hold on to that still haven't faded. Why? It's almost as if there's a lesson in that for you in regards to some sort of fear, like a trigger that activates in you, a switch that goes off. Wow, what an interesting deep reading, Aquarius. And this is one of those ones where it's not all on the surface, and I can see why, because it is a deep thing, and it is learning to shine your light in what always felt dark for you. It's learning to shine that light in what always felt dark for you. Yeah, Adam is so cute. He's so sweet. Whatever happened to Adam? I don't know. So, the firefly. This is how it's going to make you feel. The firefly. The firefly. How this is going to make Aquarius feel. We have 2 cards here. You have the Knight of Swords and a 5 of Cups. Yeah, well, it's kind of conflictive. It's almost as if there's the part of you that wants to come out, this really strong intellectual sword energy. Maybe you want to strike out at it. Maybe you want to run away from it. Maybe you want to head first into it. But emotionally, yeah, like I can't get over how well these tarot cards are reflecting the oracle cards that we pulled out first. So that's how it's going to make you feel. Now, this is a kind of reading that I can't leave with just these tarot cards. I mean, I don't even think I feel like I need to clarify these even more. I want to find out more about this situation. Like, is it an actual situation that you were moving towards and you're going to collide with some sort of personality that has been associated with whatever this mechanism, so like a self-defense mechanism within you? Or is it just like something as simple as taking the dog for a walk? And I don't know why, but the wind kept blowing my hair, so like that. And I remember thinking, oh, Jamie would make fun of me right now. Like, literally, I'm 49 years old and I'm thinking about a boy from when I was when I was 4 or 5 years old, making fun of me. But it did, and I thought, well, that's just stupid. Why do I'll do whatever I want with my hair, right? Could it be that? Let's see. I want a different deck because I want to have all the cards available for this question. What is this situation that, God, even just to me, like the way this is unfolded is an answer in so many ways. Like, I never really thought about that before and came out of my mouth. That why do you hold on to some of these memories from so long ago? Perhaps there's something to be learned there. How is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? Oh, fuck. Oh, well, I want to say it's like this. Either way, it doesn't matter. You know what? Because it's still, you got the devil again. You have the Knight of Cups and the devil, or you could say you have the devil and the Knight of Cups, whatever it is. Oh God, there's something here that is incredibly slow. It keeps repeating. It keeps repeating. So with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like it doesn't matter what side it is on. If it's coming at you, if you're leaving it, if it's coming at you, if you're leaving it, it keeps showing up. And it's going to show up until you figure it out. It could be the feeling of being held back from what you really want to do. Feeling like there's always something big blocking it. Why is it? Why does it feel like that? Why does it feel like there's something big blocking it? Or even if then you find yourself, you're in a situation and damn, this is toxic as hell. I thought that was going to be a good place to work. I thought these were going to be good friends. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, oh, I thought this was going to be a great car when I bought it. And now I'm stuck with it, or I'm stuck in this lease, or I'm stuck, like there's just something here, like, and now I can't get out of it. Now I'm stuck in this long term. Right? Because what you want to do, your tendency is to want to rush out of this. Just get the hell out of there. This is triggering me. Don't rush out of it. Stand right in front of it. Oh, wow. This is such a cool reading. Don't rush out of it. What scares you the most? Like, this is based on your internal fears, really. I mean, don't do something stupid like that. Say, well, tigers scare me. Okay, I'm going to go with the zoo and stand in the tiger's cage. Please don't do that. That's not smart. That's not smart at all. Yeah, this is, it doesn't matter what side this is on. Because it can take time. Stand it. There's a gift to be given here. The devil is waiting for something to be received from you. Passage from the devil is never free. And I only say that like you have to earn the strings of your freedom back from something toxic or some sort of situation. But this is like handing a gift to the devil, because the devil functions on, like, look at, he's offering like a little money bag. I got an ice cream. What are the things that you like the most? What are the things that you cling to the most? I'm getting some form of stability here, because with the food, you can have like emotional eating. And with the money, you can have the fear of not having enough. Both of these energies are presented here. It's almost like giving something up that makes you feel secure. But on some level, it's toxic. It's giving something up that makes you feel secure. Because he's handing something over to the devil. And this gives you the passage. Because right now, you keep sneaking away from this energy. So it keeps appearing. Oh, yeah, you think you're getting away? I'm over here. Oh, damn, damn, damn. And then it keeps you embridled with this fear. The Hermit. I really feel like take some time to think about memories that you have from the past. Why do you hang on to them? Is there something there that's holding you back? It's the stingray and the crow, right? There's like growing up this backbone, realizing that whatever Jamie said to you when you were 4 years old doesn't matter anymore. Your inner knowing, your deeper knowing with this Hermit energy. I'm going to pull out, this is one of those readings, Aquarius, where I feel like I could almost do this all day and just keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. It's almost like a bed sore that's healed over the top, but it still keeps going down. Like, you got to cut it out. You got to cut, like, that's what I mean. I have to keep going deeper here. I do. I feel like this is a bed sore. And if you don't let it heal from the internal aspect of the flesh up, it's gonna keep growing. That pain won't go away. You got to dig this out. What is this? Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. What does this offer? You got to be willing to walk away from Yeah, I'm not going to show you that card yet. The Seven of Pentacles into the Five of Pentacles. This energy, I've dealt with it a lot in life. I've dealt with it in jobs. I've dealt with it in relationships. It's the energy of, haha, this is so profound. It's the energy of the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know, right? So it can keep you held in place. That's what that is. The devil that you know is better than the devil you don't know. And that can occur like in a workspace. It can be so crappy or shitty. You can be treated so horribly. And you can think, God, it could probably be even worse. What if it's even worse at that other place? Like that can really get into your head because you're like, I can't handle worse. I can't handle worse than this. So I'm just going to stay here. It could be relationships with people. Well, what if I walk away from this marriage? Or what if I walk away from this boyfriend or girlfriend that I have? Or what if I just decide that I don't want to participate in this friendship anymore? Or what if I walk away from this social group? Maybe I won't find, right? Or maybe the other friends that I find will be worse than these ones. Or maybe the other partner that I find will be worse than this one. Like that's that whole game going on here, because this is like giving it up. The devil that you know is not worse than the devil that there is no devil that you don't know. Because as soon as you give that's the trick. That's the manipulation that goes on there. That there is another devil down the road. No. The only one down the road is the one that you don't keep facing. What was it? Oh yeah. So then you get the Six of Wands. I almost forgot about that. I didn't want to show this to you yet until I gave you that. Then you get the Six of Wands. Then you get the Six of Wands. You get victory. There is no devil on the other side. The only devil that exists is the one that keeps coming around again because you didn't dispel it. If the Eight of Pentacles, oh, look at this. Energy is great. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. You've got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. You know what, too? For some of you, this could be a place where you work. And just like leaving that behind and just knowing that giving that up, I mean, it is a sense of stability. The best thing to do is to find a new job first. I don't want to tell anyone to quit their job and not have a job. So like do that first. If you have to be Seven of Swords about it, do that too. I've done that also. I'm really good at that Seven of Swords stuff. So do that too. I feel like we're sitting on my couch and we're having like a beer thinking like, you know what, Aquarius, you just got to find a new job. You got to get out of there, man. The place is killing you. Oh, but you know what? And I've got, yeah, you know, because there could be things associated with this too. Maybe you have, too, like for a lot of the American friends that I have here, like, well, even for Canadians, like our healthcare pretty much covers you from the neck down. So if you have mental issues or you have tooth work that needs to be done or your eyes or that, it's not covered by government healthcare. So you need insurance. So maybe there's a type of insurance plan that you have where you work. Oh, I don't want to lose that. But it could be affecting your physical health by being stuck in there. So it's just, so you, like the devil, once you walk away from that devil, look what is on the other side here. Like you could have a brand new place where you can actually really focus on what it is that you love doing. And, you know, there's mutual love here. They love you, you love them. It's really cool to say. And it could also be about, if it's relationships, it could be relationships that are worth investing in. Either way you look at these cards, they are fabulous. Once you walk past that devil. The Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles is on the bottom. Well, that's nice energy too. Look at that. Moving forward with an open heart. There's no devil around you. Everything feels really good. And there's balance. You're kind of elevated to a higher place. God, that was so fascinating. It really was. Well, there you go. That's all I got. That's kind of one of the longest readings I've ever did for Aquarius. And I mean, I'm not complaining. I thought it was really fascinating. I love to dig into the deeper things like this with you. So thank you for allowing me to do that. I'm going to go do the extended and see what we can pull out there. Until next time, do be gentle with yourself, Aqua babies. Bye.